Hey there, everyone. This is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 1 of a new series here about Factorio. We're going to do a playthrough of something I am calling the Steampunk Challenge. So what is the Steampunk Challenge, you might ask? Well, it's inspired by steampunk fiction, of course, and all things that love to burn coal. The main mod that we're going to be using to help drive this is going to be the wireless challenge. If you wish to do it yourself, we'll see how this works a little later, but it means that we're going to have to run steam engines out everywhere that we want power for things instead of running wires. So we will not have access to the circuit network at all, so that will be another challenge there. We're also going to limit ourselves to burner mines, and we will not be using belts either. Trains will be allowed, and no electric mining drills, burners only, baby. So that is how that is going to work mod-wise. So let's talk about the map that we're going to do. So we are going to make some changes from the default settings. First thing we're going to do is we're going to turn biters off. I think this is going to be enough of a logistical challenge, just without having access to all those things, that we will be, maybe a future one, we'll see if we can also take on the biters while we do it, but I think for this playthrough we're not going to try it. Let's see, we might as well turn off pollution. That doesn't really serve a purpose if we don't have any biters, and other than draining sort of UPS on our computer. Terrain wise, I'm going to turn cliffs off again without the biters. I'm not sure that they add anything other than getting in the way, so we'll just give ourselves at least that much of a help as far as avoiding cliffs. And then let's talk resources. I'm going to turn uranium off. I'm pretty sure steampunk era did not really, not that that really existed, but in the age of steam did not really have access to nuclear power, so we won't be doing that. However, we will be turning up the size of our resource patches. Turning up the richness so they don't run out as much. So this game, again without the biters, we don't really want it to be about building expansions. And so we want to make sure that we have access to things that we will need. So I do think we'll turn up the frequency a little bit, and even more, I think, on coal. All right, so let's take a preview here. Let's see how this looks. Trees, I think, are going to be a little bit of an issue. So we should go take a look at turning the trees down, I think, quite a bit. We are going to need them to make some power poles, but we don't need that many. So, all right, a few forests here and there. I think that would be okay. Let's see, resource-wise, we should, I think, turn up the frequency of coal. So we got a number of coal patches, a number of large coal patches. We got some iron. Okay, I think this will work just fine. All right, let's get started. Okay. Now, while we're loading this, and I will paste the map exchange string into the comment section or to the description as we get it. But the first thing we're going to do before we even get started is, just so that we are not tempted to use things, we're actually going to go in and disable some recipes. So if you will look, for example, here, we do have access currently to the electric mining drill recipe. However, we can go into the Lua console and we can type in a command. So game.player.force.recipes. And we give it the internal name of the recipe, which in this case is electric mining drill. We say the enabled property is false. Okay, we're disabling achievements. Yes, thank you very much. We'll do it again. Okay, and then voila, if we look, it is now gone. So I am going to take some time here to go ahead and disable all of the recipes that we won't be using. We will speed the video up at this point, and we'll return after that is all done. So sit tight for a minute while I do a bunch of typing. Okay, that is all of the recipes disabled. Okay, the other thing that we want to do is taking a look at the technologies. There are some technologies that I think don't really fit into a steampunk sort of thing. Now, obviously, everything that is required for the rocket silo, anything on this tree we're going to have to keep, otherwise we won't be able to launch a rocket and win the game. So we will keep all of those. However, there's also a command to get rid of some things like optics, because electric lamps are not going to be something that, well, first of all, we need, but also something that I think doesn't fit steampunk. It's more like gas-powered lights or something like that. Okay, so I think what we want is we want game player force technologies optics enabled equals false. Okay, and then if we look over here, optics is no longer here, and let's check one of the things that I want to check. So laser is. So we'll have to go and remove each of the individual things that we want to remove here. But I will go ahead and do that. I have a list. And so we'll speed up this part of the video and then we'll be back again. Okay, so sit tight. Okay, we are back, and the set of technologies is considerably cleaned up here. So that's good stuff. Looks like we may have a couple things still hanging around, but that's okay. We can, I think, safely ignore them once we get there. So, all right, now we're going to get started on what will be the burner phase of the game. This is going to look very familiar to a lot of you. So, but what we're going to be doing is building up a much bigger burner phase than we might normally do if we were going to transition off onto electricity. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the burner stage all set up here, and then we'll get that all expanded and set up, and then we'll run that at sort of fast speed through the video, and then I'll be back to talk to y'all. So sit tight. Okay, we are well set up at this point. So as you can see, we have 70 burner miners working on coal and collecting that. Coal is obviously going to be important for powering everything. We have 20 miners going over here on iron. Then we've got 8 going on stone. Because in addition to the burner miners and furnaces, we will also need stone for railroads, because trains are going to be a big part of what we're doing. And then we also have 10 furnaces going on copper. Okay, so let's go get a little bit of power, and we'll get a sense for how this is going to be different for us. Okay, actually, here's a good spot to get some water. I guess I'll grab this stuff while I'm here, especially since we're still making pipes. Grab some coal rocks here. All right. Yeah, we got ourselves nicely full here. I guess we better put some stuff down here. Okay, so one of the things that is going to be a little different is that a lot of people ordinarily will put their power generation pretty close to the water, but we're actually going to bring the water back over here, because if you remember, we can't transmit we cannot transmit electricity over wires, and I'll show you how that's going to work in a minute. Let's see. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. Surely I can make something. All right. Did that free up a spot? All right. Let's put some of this stuff down, since I can. Okay, now I can make some boxes here, so we can put some stuff down. All right, let's clear out this wood here, forest. We're going to need the wood for power poles anyway. Okay, and then let's get just these couple pieces of wreckage out of the way. Okay. All right, now here's how this is going to be different. Then we can pick these up, maybe. All right, boiler will go there. What happened to my steam engine? Oh, it's on the floor. Okay, so boiler's going to go there. We're going to put a box. Steam engine's going to go out here for a second. And we're actually going to leave some room. And put that down up here. Okay, now we can make a burner inserter. Put that here. And now we can get rid of some coal. All right, that can run for a nice long time. Okay, now here is the thing with the Steampunk challenge. So I'm going to put a power pole here, as we usually would do. And now watch what happens if I put down this other power pole here, which is the wire between them goes away. So there's actually no way to string power poles together, which means that if we want any kind of automation, we gotta have the machines near a steam engine so we can stick a power pole, and really we're pretending that it's running off of steam here, but that is the Steampunk challenge. So let's see, do we have the stuff we need for automation? As per normal, we will start with automation. And let's get our materials organized here. So let's do this. We'll do this so that we can get clean sort of stacks of 10 here. Let's see. Let's just put some things that we are collecting at the moment. All right, that will help us. Meanwhile, let's go collect all of the stuff. All right, looks like we need to get, wow, look at that. We'll get that all topped up. All right, got a lot of iron. Looks like we need to top up the coal up here. All right, still have a lot of coal. And let's go get, let's just make sure we can get as much of this as we can. All right, we have our red potions, red science packs, so let's stick those in there. We'll get that off and running. Let's see, we can keep filling up our coal boxes here. Okay. Okay. This is off and running. Let's just pay. Actually, let's just get. Let's get these up here, and let's pay a visit up and make sure we put coal in the copper miners. And furnaces. And collect our copper. Let's get some iron. So the reason we have so many coal miners is that we can generate enough coal that we can just put full stacks of coal in everything over here, and then it can run for a nice long time. Okay, that, my friends, was automation. And from here, the things that we're going for is we're going to try to go straight to rail signals. So without belts, which we can, we're going to have to build belts as part of green science. But without belts, trains are going to be the major way we can move materials around. Plus, the filters we can put on train cars, I think, are going to help us out as sort of an interesting little logistics challenge for us. So we definitely need to get trains. And so what we're going to be doing probably next episode is we will be collecting and generating all the resources we need to get exactly all of this amount of science researched. So we will get started on that forthwith next time. But for now, we're going to call that the end of an episode. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time. And until then, bye.